The empty bowl that built a kingdom. The sun never felt warm in the slums of Darpura. It just burned. There were no trees, only thin shadows of people who moved like ghosts between broken walls and open drains. And there, in the narrowest alley, lived Aaryan, barefoot, hungry, and invisible. He was 10, maybe 11. No one knew. Not even him. His mother, Mira, had once worked as a cleaner in a school. His father, just a photograph that had long faded from the one wall in their hut. The only thing Aaryan truly owned was an old tin bowl, dented, scratched, empty. Every morning, he took that bowl and walked to the temple stairs not to pray, but to wait. Wait for kindness. Wait for leftovers. Wait for a world that had forgotten him to remember. Just once. But most walked past. Some avoided eye contact. Others scolded him for sitting there. Still, he returned. Because you can only wait like that when you've got no other options and one impossible dream. The hungriest people don't just crave food, they crave a reason to believe it won't always be like this. One day, a street vendor, a man who sold overripe bananas, threw a small bunch toward him, not because he was kind, but because he was tired of Aaryan sitting nearby. Aaryan didn't care why. He shared the bananas with two younger kids, strangers, crying behind the temple. That moment, he felt something stronger than hunger, purpose. He started picking garbage, plastic bottles, old shoes, things others threw away. In exchange, he got a few coins. He used them never for himself, but for food he could share. Aaryan was becoming something rare, a leader before he even understood the word. Then came the fire. One night, a fight broke out between two drunk men in the slum. A kerosene lamp fell. Within minutes, homes turned to ash, including Aaryan's. He lost a bowl, his hut, the little he had saved, even his mother's last sari, which he used as a blanket. But he didn't cry. He walked for miles to the edge of the city and found work at a tea stall, washing cups, carrying crates. He earned 15 a day, slept behind the shop on cardboard. A year passed, then 2. He watched a tea seller argue with suppliers, lose stock, chase customers, and silently, Aaryan learned. Some lessons are never taught. They're absorbed through silence, struggle, and survival. At 15, he asked the owner for a loan, not for school, not for clothes, to buy a second-hand bicycle. The owner laughed, then said yes. Aaryan promised to repay, and he did by working double shifts. Once he had that cycle, everything changed. He started delivering tea, then newspapers, then medicines for a local chemist. By 17, he was the most trusted boy in the area. He created his own schedule, woke at a.m., slept at p.m. Every rupee went into a red steel box he hid under bricks behind the tea stall. No outings, no distractions, no new shoes, just sacrifice. Dreams don't require motivation, they demand obsession. One day, a stranger approached him with a strange request. I need this envelope delivered in 3 hours, across the city, no mistakes. It was urgent, confidential, risky. Aaryan didn't ask why. He just did it. That stranger came back with 5 more envelopes and a business card. Aaryan didn't know what it meant, but he kept it. By 20, he was running deliveries for law firms, clinics, printing shops, all by bicycle, all on time, all without a single complaint. That's when he built his first team. 4 street boys, just like him, taught them roots, respect, timekeeping, trust. No uniforms, no fancy office, just a blackboard with names, jobs, and one rule: no one eats until everyone eats. He remembered those temple stairs, that empty bowl. He knew what hunger could do. When you've lived at the bottom, you don't climb to forget your eyes to pull. Then came betrayal. One of his riders stole money, ran away. Clients doubted Aaryan, business slowed. The team shrunk. He almost gave up. Until a blind woman tapped his shoulder one evening, holding a packet of sweets. She smiled and said, "My son always delivers my medicines on time. That's you, right?" He nodded, didn't speak. "I saved up for this. You remind me of who my son should have been." That moment stayed with him forever. By 24, he rented a warehouse, launched an app, trained 50 boys, all orphans, slum kids, runaways. His company, Red Bull Express, a tribute to the bull that once begged for mercy but now delivered value. He started speaking at colleges, on interviews, on rooftops and in small schools. Not to show off, to warn. You don't need to be rescued. You need to decide. Just once. Rescue stories are powerful, but rebirth stories, those are unstoppable. Today, Aaryan's company delivers across 10 cities. He owns schools, funds surgeries, builds shelters, still wakes up before dawn, still returns to the same temple stairs once a month, places a bull there. Sometimes a child sits next to it. He doesn't speak to them, just waits. And when they look up lost, hopeless, he nods, as if to say, "It's okay. I've been here too. And if you choose not to quit, your bull will feed kingdoms one day."